Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Insufficient Friends. I'm Kevin. She's Nikki.
Hi.
And if you're new here, welcome. This is a podcast about whatever we want it to be.
Yeah, it's
Where
not
we
about
just
much, and it's about a
no,
lot all at the same
yeah,
time.
it's basically, what did you describe it as? It's what me
This
and
is
you would
like
have a
our hobby, like
conversation.
because we don't get to see each other in
Yeah,
person anymore. It's like if we were gonna have coffee in person and talk about random things, that's what we're doing.
yeah. And this week, we're we're actually doing a bunch of these in a row so that we don't have to do this over Christmas, but you guys are still getting
Mhm.
episodes. But this week we are talking about the differences between the U.S. and Britain, and we
Mhm.
have fun food we bought.
Yes.
So we both bought this box, and we're gonna try some
Yeah.
British candies and snacks
I'm
throughout this.
excited because I've never done this. I know when Stevie was on the podcast with you, you guys did like pickles and
Yeah,
some like food tasting things,
I
but we
yeah.
haven't done this yet, so
No,
I'm
this will be
excited.
fun. And I tried to get more things to do
Hmm.
for me and Steve when she was on here. Because yeah, we did the pickles. We did a
Yeah.
taste test with pickles because she's not a big pickle person, and it was kind of
Hmm.
funny. But I tried to get us. There was mustard flavored Skittles that came out at one point,
I
and
don't know what I would
I
rather.
tried to get those so that we could try them because I thought it'd be interesting.
Hmm.
But I couldn't.
Hmm.
I couldn't get them. So, but yeah, we're gonna do this. So
It's
this ought to be
funny.
fun. So what do we have in? Well, we'll just go through it as we go
Yeah,
through
it's a
these.
little so for those that are watching on YouTube, I'm going to show this. So the boxes, it's Universal Yums.
Mm-hmm.
It's a company that does like a couple different countries of like snack boxes, I think.
Oh, they do more countries.
So yeah, there were a
Oh,
couple different
we're
like
gonna have to.
Greece and
We're gonna have to do some other countries then, because this is gonna. I think this
yeah.
will be fun.
I
Um,
agree. And so we figured we'll start with the UK, or I figure we'll start with the UK because then we can talk about in between trying snacks. We can talk about like different cultural things between the US and UK and just a bunch of fun stuff.
yeah,
So that's why I said we'll start with the UK. And I think they had Greece. I want to say they had like Italy. There were some different ones.
yeah.
Well, if this goes well, we'll have to do this again.
And
But
it says
yeah, so
six rare British goodies to discover, assorted sweets and savory snacks. Tasting
yeah, so
adventure
I'm
from the UK.
excited.
And it says one of a
Okay, so it
kind
has the map of where
tasting
the snacks
games.
come from. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Tasting games, 1 hour of fun, 1 to 4 people. Uh,
Yeah.
try the treat, rate the goodies, and learn
Hmm.
about British culture. So I don't. It
Okay.
says rate them. Is there like a thing in here to rate them? Like, is there like a little sheet or something? Because it.
I think you're just supposed to write it down. So how about we just say like one to
Yeah.
five what we think of each of these?
Okay. Oh yeah,
So
there's a
I
little
do
map.
like this little map. So it says, so this is all of the UK. So Glasgow, Scotland will be one of them. Edinburgh, Scotland. Belfast, Northern Ireland. Manchester, England. London, England, and then Cardiff, England. So
Nice.
we'll get to travel all
So it
around.
comes with this little. Yeah, it comes with a map, and then it comes with this little scorecard, and it says. Before you start the tasting adventure, take a look at every snack, write it in your heart number uh, of the yum you think will be the best. So basically, rate which one you think will be the best. Um, rate it when you
Interesting.
actually do it, when you actually try them, and
Hmm.
then it says complete a 5 minute survey, and you might win a prize. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I think we should just rate it one to five
yeah, that works for me.
as we are tasting it.
So one being the
Okay.
worst, five being the best. Oh, they do. More adventures
Mhm.
await. Yeah, there's a little thing. It comes with a little booklet.
Yeah, I think
It's
this can
got
be a
like
game because they have
Italy.
like a little QR code you can scan and
Yeah.
like play game.
Um. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff in here, so this will be
All
fun.
right, Kev, what do you want to start with? Because we should have the same things, I believe, in here.
Yeah. So
So
we've
we've got, yeah, do you want to show and explain what's in our box?
so I'm all let's start with the savory stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So let's do. This is the one that's on top for mine. Pickled onion flavored chips.
Okay. I have that too.
Potato
Taylor's
chips.
potato crisp. I
Crisps.
do remember, so I've been to Scotland. Some of these look familiar and some don't. I do remember seeing Taylor's potato chips.
Okay.
Potato crisps, sorry. All right. Do you
There's
want to
some
start
there's
with
some
these?
random things in here. Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, pickled onion crisps. Uh, flavors. It says flavors started being. They used to be plain. Flavors started being added in the 1950s. Um, yeah, potato chips were
Interesting.
originally crisps because they call them crisps. We call them chips,
Mm-hmm.
which they call fries chips, which I think is weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
It says that they were originally invented by accident in 1853 when a customer complained about the thickness of fried potatoes that had been served, and I guess I don't know if it was like a thing to be like a you know
Mhm.
smart ass or whatever, but
It's interesting.
these are a little thicker potato chips than usually I feel
Yeah,
like you can
they're
see
slightly
right through
different.
them, but they're a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
So smells like onions.
Pickled onion.
Smells
Yeah.
like pickled onions. So what's
Mm. My first note is the flavors. I like the flavor. It feels real.
yeah.
Because my one complaint about a lot of potato chips
Mm-hmm.
here in the United States is they are like they almost taste chemically, like kind of fake.
Yeah.
And I used to be able to do it and I can't do it anymore. But these taste more real. And I guess that leads to a whole other discussion of food quality
Yeah.
there versus the US. But
I mean, you know, a lot of stuff is
hmm,
a lot of processed.
hmm.
These
Yeah.
make me think like they make me think salt and vinegar a little bit.
Yeah. I was just thinking the same thing.
But
I think
the tang is just a little bit different. They're still
hmm
tangy like that, but it's a little bit
hmm
different. I like
So
them,
what would be
but
1 to 5?
um
I think I
I'm
think
sorry.
this is a 3 for me.
This is going to be great ASMR for people cuz me just chewing into this mic.
Hmm
Um
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably pretty accurate, just like right along right in the middle,
hmm
just like a 3.
Like I like it.
Yeah.
Would I choose this over other flavors I had there? I don't know. But it is good.
What were some of the other flavors? You said you had other flavors there. Like, are they the
Hmm
same as in the U.S.? Like, my favorite
I
chip in the
remember
U.S. is
having,
barbecue. So,
yeah, I do remember having barbecue and then all dressed. Um, I want to say I also just had like a normal cheddar. And that's always my favorite. Anything with cheese is always my favorite.
oh,
So just
cheese
like
is
a
wonderful.
plain cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I would say this is a 3 because I do like pickled things, and so I
Mm-hmm.
like the flavor.
Yeah.
But when I taste it, I want it to be either like dill pickle, or salt and vinegar. That's like what I want it to be when I have
Yeah.
it.
It's kind of like a halfway between. It's kind of a different.
Yeah.
It's like a. It's interesting. I mean, it
hmm
is good. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know that I would just sit down and eat a lot of times when you said you don't really do potato chips anymore because they taste chemically to you, but I know a lot of
hmm
people and I've done this before. You sit down with a bag of chips and you just eat and you just don't even realize that you go through how many you go through. And I don't know that I would
hmm
do that with these because they don't. It's a little bit different of a flavor, but
hmm
it's not bad.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's a 3 for me.
yeah.
But in between each snack, we said we were going to talk about, things that are different in the UK and US. And the first one that I have on my list for us to discuss
Mm-hmm.
is tipping.
Okay.
Um, and so in the UK, it's custom not to tip.
Okay.
And They also, this was interesting because the UK is very well known for its like pub culture. Both Scotland and
Yeah.
England and Ireland obviously are very well known for
Yeah.
their pubs. And so this says you don't open a tab at a normal bar unless you're like there every day, like a regular.
Okay.
Um, which was interesting to me. It's custom when you go out with friends for them to each buy a round.
Okay.
And like if you don't
That makes
buy
sense.
around and you skip your turn, it's like rude.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and then they obviously don't tip, which is it would make it so much easier.
Yeah.
I wish that American workers would just get like paid well and then we didn't have to calculate tips and
Yeah.
things.
It was just yeah, it was
But
just instead of having a different wage for servers
mhm.
like service workers and regular people, it was
Yeah.
just this is what the
Would
wage
you
is.
rather tip or like have tipping be customary or have it not be customary?
I mean, I don't know that I really care either way if I know that that's what I'm going into.
Yeah.
Um, because it doesn't really matter. My and I'm in I will start this off by saying I try to tip really well. And
I do too,
I think I
100%.
do, but
Hmm.
anyway, I try to tip
And
very
I
well.
still try to do, even if it's like a large tab, I will still do 20% because I
Yeah.
want to make sure they have
Mhm.
that good size tip. I know a
Exactly.
lot of people that will just tip like $10 no matter what the bill is. And I'm
No.
like, that,
No,
I
I
can't
don't
do
I
that.
don't do that. But
Yeah.
um
Hmm.
I I uh I don't remember where I was going with this. um
Well, I feel like what you said before is exactly how I feel about it. Like as long as you know what you're getting into and what is customary and wherever you are, it's really fine either way. It would just be easier if as a culture we would just pay living wages and not have to tip.
yeah.
But
And that's kind of
it's because it's the same with like tax. A lot of other places, the tax is included. And I think the UK is that way too, because I think that's how it was when we were over there.
mhm.
It'd be nice to not have to say okay, I have $20, but really I can only get something that's 16.99,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Because it's all there you got to add tax, which is a lot of other
and
countries.
taxes are different in different places here,
Yeah.
which is because of states' rights, which is
Yeah.
different. But
It just needs
yeah,
to like if you're gonna put a price on something, it should have it should be the price, the full price. Like it should be it. That's the
exactly.
price.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I think.
yeah,
Well,
but
what snack do you want to do next?
well, I'll let you. I picked the first one, so I'll let you pick the next one.
Okay. I
We've got
think
6 different things in here, so
let's do the wine gums.
the wine
Wine
gummies.
gummies. Yeah,
Okay.
and disclaimer, they do not have real wine.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
So
Well, that's
it
not as much fun.
is All Rounders by Buchanan's
Okay.
Wine Gum Soft Candy. And so this
Okay.
says in 1909, Charles Gordon Maynard invented wine gums. He hoped to create a candy with a more refined flavor, one that people might savor like a traditional wine. But it doesn't actually contain any wine. It's considered a sweet alternative to alcohol that people can savor.
So, are we thinking like
Um,
we'll start? I'll just start by
Interesting.
asking a question. Are we thinking like
Mhm.
gummy worms, like Haribo gummy bears, or are we thinking a little nicer than that, like a little tastier than that?
I don't know. I feel like because a lot of this, I feel like the flavors are more subtle, and things with the UK versus the US. It's like very in your face. And again, that also goes to like the chemically type nature of it
Are
too.
these actually supposed to taste
Um,
like wine? Because this says port on
I don't
it.
know.
Is that
I
gonna?
do love port.
Is this gonna
Does it
focus?
say it on there?
It says
I'm
port
just
on the green
destroying this
one.
bag.
Um,
No, the orange one says port too for me.
see, this one
Yeah,
says
they all say port, I think.
claret. I don't know.
Oh.
Claret. So I got a couple different ones
Oh,
in
they're
here.
different?
Yeah, I got a couple
Interesting.
different versions in here.
Oh, I see that now. This one
This
says
one says Hawk.
gin.
So yeah, they've got different liquor names on
Okay.
them. So are we gonna taste like liquor? I don't. This is gonna be interesting.
I'm gonna try. I have a pink port one.
Okay. I guess
And
I'll
I
try this
love port.
orange.
I don't know if this is like port the wine, but that's my favorite type of wine. Like when we go to wine tastings and things like in here in Missouri and Herman and
Hmm.
places, I always love the port. So
I'm not a
let's
wine
start with
drinker, so you'll have to tell me if it actually tastes like wine.
okay.
Oh, that's much chewier than I expected it to be.
Mm. It is very chewy. I don't know. I don't bite into this and think port.
I don't
I
think
think it's just
wine.
fruit.
It's just a gummy. It's just a fruit gummy.
Oh, is this what it's meant to pair with? Did I read this wrong? No, it just says they were originally marketed as an alternative to alcohol, a less sweet, sophisticated candy specifically for grown-ups. I don't know.
It says that some of them can mimic flavor of red wine, but
Hmm. I don't get port on that because port is very
yeah, I don't think
strong.
mine tasted like orange. Like it tasted like an orange gummy candy.
Mine kind of tastes like strawberry and it
Yeah.
was pink.
So it's just like a it's
Now
just
I
like a
do have
gummy
one that
candy.
says gin, I think. Do you have one
Now,
that says gin?
I
I have
don't
a
know.
circle one. It's like a purple circle that says gin on it.
Yeah, that does say gin. Yeah, I got that too. That's orange,
Okay.
but
Hmm.
is this one orange? Yeah, I think it's just orange again. So, I think they're just
Hmm.
fruit,
They're
is
just
what it
fruit
tastes like.
gummies.
Yeah. They are
Mm-hmm.
very chewy, though. Much
Mm-hmm.
chewier than, like, a gummy bear or something. Um,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
I like a gummy candy.
I do too. I'm gonna
I'm
give this a 4.
I'm gonna give it 4.5.
They're very good.
That's very good. Yeah. Um,
So
it's
I
just
had this is good. I really like this. I don't know if this is widely available here, but it's All Rounders by Buchanan's wine gum soft candy.
yeah.
I like this. Good. Very good. Okay. So the next difference on my list between the UK and US, roads and cars.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, cities are more compact in a lot of places, and SUVs are not
No.
SUVs and trucks aren't more common unless
No.
you're like specific type of worker or you're driving a lorry or something. I did learn the logging trucks in Scotland, they call them lorries.
Yep.
They would be
Lori.
like, lorry's coming around the bend
Yep.
or something like
All
that.
all all semis are called lorries over there.
Hmm.
Yep.
But um I have to say, I enjoyed driving over there much more than I enjoy driving here.
Really? Why?
I
What's
got used to it very quickly.
okay?
Everything was very properly labeled.
Okay.
The rules were very straightforward. And I think it's because everything is like one federal level versus here, every state is different.
Yeah.
Even every county is different.
They can be.
And
Yeah.
so, especially being an outsider, being nervous about driving on the left side of the road and like just being in a different country in general, and driving, I felt very at ease after like the first hour
Okay.
there.
Was it
Um,
difficult to get used to driving on that side of the road? That side of the car and that
no,
side of the road?
I actually got so used to it that when we came back, um, I made Casey drive and I was like, you better drive since I've been driving on the other side of the road for, 2 weeks now. And we got on the highway and I was like, don't forget to be on the left side. And he's like, it's the right side. And because we were so dead tired at this
Yeah.
point with all the flights and everything. And I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not driving.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. That's probably for the best, truthfully.
Hmm.
Um,
But yeah,
yeah.
it was easy. We rented a car. We drove all over because we didn't want to do a you know, guided
Hmm.
tour or
Yeah.
anything since, we were eloping and everything. But um,
My
it was very easy.
I remember we
It's very
went
easy.
we went to, I think it was in Barbados, because I've been to the Caribbean and stuff where there's some places that they drive on the left and they whatever, but
Yeah.
I remember we went on a shore excursion on a cruise one time, and had to get on a
Hmm.
bus, and my dad, I remember him walking to the wrong side of the bus to try to get on it because he was expecting the door to
Hmm.
be in one place and it was on the other side of the bus. So like
Yeah.
Like that happens.
That's
Like I
funny.
guess I don't
That
know.
was that was probably the biggest adjustment. Like driving on the other side of the road was pretty easy to get used to, but
Getting in the other
you
side of the
know,
car. Yeah.
the controls being in different places on the internal of the car was
Yeah.
different. Hmm.
I think that would be the most difficult thing to get used to is like the controls. I don't know if they're actually backwards, but
Hmm.
being in the opposite, like sitting on
Well,
the
also
opposite
we
side of the
didn't
car.
we paid extra to rent a automatic car,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
I don't know
Because
how the manuals are set up,
yeah,
but
because manuals are much more common in Europe and in
oh
Britain
yeah,
and stuff than they are here. Like
yeah.
here, it's almost impossible to find a manual anymore. Over there, they're
Hmm.
relatively common. So
Oh, it's very, very common.
yeah,
Having an automatic is rare. And there
yeah,
was a steep price increase for the automatic, but I was like, no, we need to have
because
automatic.
because they know they can get it out of the Americans.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm willing to pay it. So it's
Yeah,
not like
exactly.
I'm being gypped or
Yeah,
anything. It's very much like I'm paying for that convenience.
yeah, exactly.
But
Um, okay, so what do we got next?
I had another one of those gummies. What we were talking. I had the lemon lime
Yeah,
one. And it was really good.
was it? Is that the yellow one?
Hmm. It was like a greenish yellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But all right, which one do you
I
want to
will
do
definitely
next?
go through those. Those were good. Um,
Yeah.
let's do this. The Dean's all
Shortbread?
butter shortbread.
Okay.
All butter shortbread petticoat tails. Dean's Dean's.
Hmm. This looks good.
Our delicious luxury recipe. Um
Do you like shortbread
I don't know
in
that I've ever
general?
had shortbread.
I love shortbread.
Um these cookies were made in Scotland as early as the 12th century. It is made with just butter, or traditional shortbread is made with just butter, flour, and sugar. Um, has historically come in a variety of shapes and sizes, including triangular wedges, known as the petticoat tails, which is what we have here. Um, Helen Dean, it came up with this recipe. It says in 1975 to raise money for her husband's band. That's fun.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
and yeah, so and I guess they still make them in a bunch of different shapes, which I don't really know why it matters what shape it comes in, but
So, have you seen? So, Walker's is another popular brand, and export or yeah, whatever they're also available in the U.S. I get them from World Market.
okay,
But you would recognize like the little Scotty dog cookies. They have them in the shape of the Scotty dog and circles and like
okay,
because I love shortbread, so I get these when we go to
World
World.
Market.
Have you ever been to World Market?
Yes, I went in one in Kansas City, I
Okay,
think. Yeah,
yeah. So I love them. That's what I get when we go there. So okay, I'm gonna open it.
baked by hand. Okay,
I like that it says in 1 year, Dean's uses enough butter in its shortbread cookies to spread on 40 million slices of toast. It's a lot of toast. But I will say butter is like my favorite.
butter's great. These are very crumbly, by the way.
They are.
Um,
Yeah.
so let's try this. Let's see how this goes. This is a little.
Mm.
Hmm.
This is a 5 for me. I mean, this is top tier for me.
Okay.
Mm.
Hmm.
But I love shortbread, and I've known that for a long time.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Yeah. You're not gonna like this. I
You have
think.
to like the flavor a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not in general, and I've been made fun of
Hmm.
for this a lot. In general, I am not a
Hmm.
salty sweet combo type person.
Mm.
There are exceptions. Some things, that I do like that are salty and sweet combined, but overall, not generally a salty sweet. I want a salty, savory thing or a sweet thing. This is kind of
Mm-hmm.
both. It's got a butter, it's a real buttery, like kind of
Yeah.
that savory, but it's also got a lot of sugar. So it's kind of and I'm it's not really my thing. So I would rate
Mm-hmm.
this a 2.
Really?
Yes.
I kind of figured because you have to definitely like the flavor. Now, so here's what I do. Every afternoon, I have a cup of Earl Grey tea. Actually, right now I'm drinking the triple Earl Grey tea because it's the Bridgerton, the Bridgerton, the Three Brothers. But and I have shortbread with it, and
Okay.
so I will bring my little cup and saucer into my office here and have tea.
Nice.
So I'm very biased towards this one.
I do love tea. And a
Mhm.
cup of Earl Grey does sound wonderful. But I don't
Yeah,
that's not it for me. I don't
not
yeah,
it for you.
not it for me. Mm-mm.
So speaking of tea,
Yeah.
um, so manners and like hospitality and things are also very different in the UK. Like I feel like a lot of people are very maybe a little more well-mannered. This is a generalization,
Mhm.
but just saying like culturally,
Okay.
if you don't if you like go to make a cup of tea or a cup of coffee
Mhm.
and you don't offer, everyone in the room or your coworkers or whatever, it's like a snub and
Okay.
people will like look down on you. Um,
That makes sense.
like here in an office, you go pour a cup of coffee, you don't really offer it to anyone else. You just
Yeah.
go get your coffee, come back to work, whatever. Um, I feel like just, like hospitality and manners in general are a little different there.
Yeah, I
I
wonder if
feel
that
like we are just a little less refined. I don't know.
well, I also wonder if it's a little not even so much of that as it is like here in the US, I feel like everybody is in a hurry all the time.
That too. Yes. It
And
is a very different pace of life.
it's a very intense pace of life sometimes. So, like, oh, well, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee, but other people may not, are doing other things, or, we're not all
Hmm.
doing stuff at the same time or at the same rate or anything. If
Yeah.
I'm going to grab something from like the break room or whatever, I will ask everybody there, well, especially if it's just like
Hmm.
a small group of people, like, hey, I'm going here. Do you want something out of here? Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
never
true. You
like,
do
do
that.
you want me to pour you a cup of coffee specifically? It's just like, hey, I'm going
Hmm.
to go grab something. Do you want anything? And it's not even like it's that
Yeah.
far because, I mean, it's literally 5 steps. But
Hmm.
I still ask
Yeah.
people. Like, but
You're
I
also
wonder if
very
it's,
polite though in
well,
general.
I try to
Yeah.
be. But
Yeah.
I wonder if it is a little bit about pace of society.
It very much could be.
Um,
We are
and,
very go, 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 go,
mm-hmm,
and they are obviously it varies person by person too,
yeah.
but culturally, yes, absolutely, it is a little slower pace. They enjoy things more. We are very yeah, I don't know the right word, but I know exactly what you're thinking. But um yeah.
Nah.
So is it my turn to pick?
Yeah, it is your turn to pick.
Okay, so we've done the shortbread, the pickled onion chips, and the wine gummies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we have the rhubarb custard, banana flavored toffee, and iron brew. Let's do the iron brew. Tiny candies. So
Wait, the what now?
these
Oh,
little
those things. Okay.
orange, yeah.
What
So iron brew millions.
is this?
Okay, so tiny chewy sweets.
Fruit flavored chewy sweets.
Um, in a variety of flavors, including strawberry, apple, and bubblegum. The candy first launched in 1990 and became so popular and inspired a whole brand. These particular millions are flavored to taste like Iron Brew, a popular soft drink in Scotland, which I did have, and it's very good.
Okay.
Casey's cousin actually it's like a orange soda kind of.
Oh, okay. I do
Um,
like an orange soda, so.
yeah. it's different because they don't have a lot of the same chemicals and stuff that's in like
Yeah.
Fanta here.
Yeah.
But it is very good. It's very zingy and Casey's cousin drank it the whole entire time because it is really good. But yeah,
Now,
so the Golden Casket Group launched these Iron Brew candies in 2019 as a way to celebrate Scottish heritage. So
so these are new,
interesting.
like really new. 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, this
This
particular
specifically, yeah, this
flavor.
particular
Yeah.
flavor. Well, even still, it wasn't launched until the 1990s. So this candy,
Hmm.
in general, has been around less than I have. So
Yeah,
more less time than I have been around. So, um,
it's interesting. Hmm.
I one thing that I have heard about, and I know that it's a little bit different, but like lemonade over there is like a almost like a lemon lime
It's like
soda is
sparkling.
what I've heard. But it's also sparkling, and
Yes.
I do like a fizzy drink. I love a fizzy drink.
Hmm. Yeah, you
Um,
would like it then.
yeah.
Yeah, because so we had a toddler with us when we went Ace
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted a lemonade and it was not what he was expecting
Not
and
what he was
he
expecting.
spit it out, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
But okay, I'm gonna try these.
So this is just kind of how do I open this
Oh,
and not make a mess?
yeah, they're little chewy candies.
Just
Oh, I taste the different flavors. So there's strawberry, apple, and bubblegum. Hmm. It's an interesting variety. Strawberry, apple, and then bubblegum.
oops.
Oh no, this is just is this just Iron Brew
This is just
flavor?
Iron Brew, I
I feel
think.
like I feel like I tasted something different in there.
I just taste kind of one flavor, but the texture
Hmm.
makes me think Laffy Taffy.
Mm-hmm.
Very much Laffy Taffy. Except
You know what? After having the Iron Brew soda, I don't.
you don't think it tastes like
This
it.
tastes different.
I mean, it's a
It's
candy, so it's
similar,
probably
but
going to be difficult to
I
get it
don't.
exactly.
To me, it tastes more fruity
This
and
does?
orangey.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not bad,
Yeah.
but this is a three for me. I
It's
would
real.
eat it, but
It's
I'm not going to
getting.
seek it out.
It's getting really stuck in my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
What'd you rate it?
um. What did I rate the um
You gave
onion
the
chips
shortbread a
3,
two, mm-hmm,
wine
and then
gummies at
the
four and a
gummies a
half.
4.5.
These aren't as good as the gummies. But I think they're better than the onion chips, so I'd probably give these a 3.5.
Okay.
Um.
I like the flavors.
Yeah.
I don't like how chewy it is. It's sticking to my
It's
teeth.
very chewy. It like I said, it makes me think of like tiny cut up pieces of Laffy Taffy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I feel like this would be really hard to eat. It's just like a candy.
yeah. It also kind of goes everywhere. Like they're so small that they
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of weird.
I
I
like the
don't.
flavor though.
It's yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
flavor. I do like the flavor too, but
Yeah.
they kind of go everywhere and
Mm-hmm.
are just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But
But speaking of candy,
mm-hmm,
so Halloween is another thing that's different um in the UK. So they don't really celebrate, a traditional like Halloween like we do.
mm-hmm,
Um so like this article that I'm reading specifically says, are you trying to chew
mm-hmm, yeah.
it? It's funny.
Anyway,
But this article is a lady talking about the differences, and she said she was gutted to find the lack of Halloween spirit in her Scottish city. Um, but they don't really have like the same, um, and I don't know if it's because like I don't know. I don't know, but anyways, so they do celebrate Guy Fawkes Day. And it's in November though, but they
okay.
celebrate with bonfires and fireworks and
I think I've heard about this
um
before.
yeah, it commemorates the failed gunpowder plot of
Yeah,
1605.
I'm pretty sure I've heard
So
about
it's a
this.
failed assassination
Mm-hmm.
attempt.
Don't they burn
Yeah.
effigies of like the person or something? Like it's some
Yeah.
weird, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. Hmm. But that's
but
kind of like their
I need to
Halloween.
read more about this. This is very
Yeah,
interesting.
I've heard about it before. I've never read anything about it, but I've heard about it for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they do celebrate that, but they apparently don't really celebrate Halloween quite as much as we do here.
Okay. Hmm.
But
Halloween
yeah.
has, I feel like every year it gets a little bigger. Like it's
Hmm.
popular anyway, but I feel like it always gets a little bit like, oh, here's a little bit more and here's a little bit more and everybody gets a little more
Yeah.
into it every year, which I
And at the
enjoy
same
Halloween,
time, I
so
feel like the holiday and interest in it expands, but I feel like trick-or-treating has turned into trunk or treats
yeah.
almost.
And I
Like
think that's a
I feel like in a lot
safety.
of neighborhoods
I think
that,
that's a safety
yeah,
thing
I agree.
too, like
I think so too.
um just
Yeah.
to
I
just
mean, because
because
unless you knew like all your neighbors, if I
yeah.
had a child, I would probably not
Yeah.
take them around. I would just take them, to like people we know.
Yeah.
Like my mom has a friend that they brought their little girl over to trick or treat from my parents, and they don't live in their neighborhood.
That
So
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah,
And now
but
you can go to like the fire department does them and like the police department and stuff like that. You can just go do one with like the city, or whatever.
hmm
So,
yeah.
okay, is it my turn to pick a
Okay.
candy? I guess my turn to pick one.
Yep.
We're down to just candies now, really. We've got a
Yeah.
rhubarb custard flavored candy and a banana toffee flavored candy. And
Hmm.
I'm torn on this because I'm concerned about the banana toffee because banana always concerns me a little bit because I'm not a big banana person overall,
Mm.
and usually artificial banana is not the best.
You don't like it?
Not generally,
And
no.
I don't know, maybe their artificial banana is different than
Maybe
our,
it is.
chemical Laffy Taffy banana.
Maybe it is. But I have met two schools of thought on this. Is one, I don't want to do it till we have to, but two, I kind of want to do it to get it out of the way.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
um, I guess let's do the banana toffee because
Okay.
I don't. So this is yummy banana flavor toffee.
Yeah.
Um,
I love that it says whack, then unwrap and enjoy. So, like, are we supposed to hit this on the table? It literally says whack, then unwrap. Do you see that?
yeah. So, ow. I wonder if
I don't
it's
know that it
like
really did anything.
no. Um, is that to like separate it from the packaging? Like,
Maybe.
because it's like sticky, like it sticks to the packaging. So I wonder if that's
Yeah.
to.
Oh, this is interesting. So the info about it says, when bananas arrived in London in 1633. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. Most people weren't sure what to make of them, but they would soon become one of Britain's most popular fruits. They're in several desserts, including banoffee pie, banana toffee pie, maybe banoffee
Hmm.
pie, um, and whipped cream, and yeah, there's lots of different things here.
So it says at the bottom.
Oh yeah, whack then unwrap. This
Yep.
will help break apart the pieces for easier eating.
Yeah.
Oh, try a square along with your afternoon tea or coffee.
I mean that makes sense.
All right.
Like a little piece of toffee to go with that. Um.
I'll give her a go here. If I can get it open, I will.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get this one open.
I don't know. Am I gonna need to go
I
get
have to get
scissors?
scissors. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Okay. All right. All right. So banana toffee, and it says it's caramel banana toffee. Okay. Oh yeah, I whacked it and it did break apart a piece. So when I whacked it, a piece came
Oh,
off.
okay. Yep, I see that now. So it is like little squares, almost like a Hershey's. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it like breaks apart into little pieces. So it's very
Mm.
very taffy-esque.
This is a 4 for me. I really like this. Actually, this might be a 5. Mm. Yeah, but I think this might be a 5 for me.
Nope. Nope.
I'm loving this.
Nope.
Well, I know you don't like banana. Do you like toffee or like caramel?
I like caramel,
Hmm.
but
I'm loving this. Okay.
too
So
much
you save
banana.
this, and next time I see you in person, you better give me your banana bar.
Too much. That's a 1 from me, dog. Yeah. No. Um.
That's funny. Both of our were complete opposites of the shortbread and the banana toffee then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a 1 for me, dog. Um. That's
I'm really
yeah.
enjoying this.
No. It's like the
Hmm.
caramel's fine. The banana is it's too much, and it's too
Really good.
it's too it lasts too long. it's so since it's chewy, it lasts a long
Hmm.
time, and that's yeah no, I gotta I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that at all.
I'm loving it. Okay.
I
The
almost need
next
to,
difference I have on my list to talk
almost need
about
to eat
is
the onions to get it out of my mouth.
I know I'm still chewing it. Um, electricity, electrical outlets.
Oh yes,
So,
all the different outlets, all the different
mhm.
outlets.
Obviously different countries have different electrical outlets,
Yeah.
but they also are pretty unique. There's not a lot of them. There's hardly any. And there's hardly any in bathrooms. Like we have electrical outlets everywhere
Hmm.
in our
Yeah.
homes, in our
Yeah.
hotels. Theirs are a lot more scarce.
Which is really weird. Like,
Well, I don't know. Here's my theory. Well, I don't know about new construction, but a lot of the places we went to at least are like
yeah,
old,
I
like
mean,
pre-electricity buildings.
yeah, that makes sense. It'd be
So they
hard to put,
definitely had to add in things.
yeah. Um, and I don't, like you said, I don't know about new buildings. Like, I don't know if they put in
Hmm.
more there. Um, but the other thing that I don't get is like aren't there different outlets? Like they're all different power levels.
Hmm.
Whereas one nice
Yeah, there
thing,
are.
whereas one nice thing about the U.S. is everything is built to be the same. Like you
Well,
have different outlets for like a
I think
stove.
all of ours were the same.
Were they? Okay, maybe they are then.
Not
I
the
don't
same
know.
as here in the US, but I think
But
every place we went in
when you
Scotland had the
go,
same type.
okay,
Hmm. But the thing that got me was I was trying to get, because most of the time I don't do hair and makeup or anything, but
hmm,
I was trying to get ready on our wedding day.
yeah,
Nothing was working. We had to run to the convenience store so I could get like a hair curler, and it turned out absolutely horrible. And there wasn't a outlet by in the bathroom, like with the mirror. So luckily, the room we were staying in was like a really old, fancy, nice type room, and they had a floor length mirror that I could drag over like next to the outlet. But yeah, I
hmm,
definitely did not plan ahead well enough. I
yeah,
thought I had the right converter, and for some reason it wasn't working. So we went to a local, like drugstore type thing
hmm.
to buy like the cheapest hair curling iron, and it was like burning my hair, and my hair was all like ratty. But luckily I had like a
You had like a
headpiece
yeah,
type thing anyway. But
yeah.
yeah, that was not fun. So the electrical outlets, it was like it seemed like they were all the same.
Okay,
It's just I couldn't quite get used to it. And
okay,
they were in inconvenient locations
yeah,
because they don't like to put them in the bathroom. I guess because of like water.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, here you have like I have them in the bathrooms, but um,
They're like the protected ones.
yeah, they're protected. They're GFIs, so I
Hmm.
mean, if they get wet or if anything happens, they trip. It like trips automatically in it. So I don't know if that's not a
Hmm.
thing over there or what, but yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
so we're down to the last
All right.
one: rhubarb
Hmm.
and custard.
Yep. So this
BARB.
is Bristows of Devon.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb and custard flavored bonbons.
Bonbons. I don't know if I've ever had a bonbon. It's like
I
a
don't know.
little.
Okay, so this says
What is a
the word
bonbon?
bonbon comes from the French word bon, meaning good, which is
Okay.
a fitting name for these delectable round
So
candies.
we're
So they
just calling them
originated in
good.
France.
These are good goods.
Yeah, good, good.
Good goods. Okay.
The good goods. So they originated in France in the 1600s and then made their way to Britain, where they were first enjoyed by the wealthy and the elite.
It's
They're
yellow
really cute.
and pink, which I'm guessing
Hmm
is the lemon rhubarb,
So,
rhubarb and custard,
yeah, custard.
rhubarb and
So
custard.
rhubarb is native to Asia, but came to England via the Silk Road in the 14th century. It's technically a vegetable, but is used more in desserts. Interesting. I didn't know it was a vegetable, to
I
be
thought it
honest.
was
I
a
don't think I've
fruit.
ever had like, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I've
think
never actually seen it,
I've only
but
ever had rhubarb desserts.
yeah.
It pairs well with treats like ice cream and custard, which is what this combo is rhubarb and custard.
Whew, it's kind of tart.
I don't know why I thought it was going to be like,
I thought it was going to be sweeter than that. It's a little tart.
mhm, it is. I thought it was going to be more like ice creamy, almost. I don't know why I thought because of the
Yeah,
custard.
I don't know. Maybe it gets a little
Hmm.
creamier the longer it goes.
hmm
Kind of like a
I don't
strawberry,
know.
almost like a strawberries and cream, but a little more tart.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know that it's my favorite flavor.
I don't either. Um, I think I'm going to give that a 2.5. I think it's better than the short. For me, it's better than the shortbread, but it's not as good
Mm.
as the onion chips.
I'm going to agree with that. For me, it's, I think, better than the um Millions
Mm-hmm.
candy,
Okay.
the little
Which
pieces, but
which you
I
gave
think
a
that
3.
it's,
So would you give this a
oh, did
3
I
as
give that a
well?
3?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's
I
what you
think I would
had.
move down the Iron Brew Millions candy to maybe 2 then and give this a 2.5 and keep my onion chips at a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
The onion chips are just like a standard, like
It's
level
not
middle of the
bad. Like
road.
this
It's
is
not.
good, but
Yeah, this is okay, but I don't think it's as good as the onion chips.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's just I would rather have something else, but it's not bad by any means.
No. It
Yeah.
was like I said, it was much more tart than I expected it to be.
hmm
So, but
It
yeah,
was.
that
I thought
was
it was going to be more like neutral, maybe.
yeah. Or
Mhm.
again, it didn't, and I guess it's not a fruit. It, like I said, or like you said,
Yeah.
it's a vegetable, which I didn't know. I didn't know
hmm
that, but it's it's a very tart, like yeah, very tart.
Yeah. Interesting.
It
Do you
tastes
have in your book, does it have a recipe in the back?
yeah for Scottish
Mine has,
bannock,
yeah,
traditional
a
Scottish
bannock.
bannock.
This I first learned what a bannock was from Outlander, the show.
Hmm.
I'll have to make that sometime. That looks good. Well, I know it's good. I've
How
had them,
to talk
but I've never made
about
it.
British foods? It's actually got the like the words on the
Oh, the
last
different
page.
words.
Yeah, so
So
like
banger is
banger
sausage.
is sausage, crisp is chips, chips is fries, courgette
Mm,
is zucchini, a biscuit
didn't
is
know
a
that.
cookie. A biscuit is a cookie is a weird one to me. Like cuz I think
Yeah.
of I mean obviously we think of what a biscuit is a biscuit. So what
hmm
is I wonder what a I wonder what a biscuit would be over there. Like what we think of as a biscuit. I wonder what they would call that or if they even have anything like that.
Oh, I want to say it was more like the bannock
Okay.
type thing.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. But the Yorkshire pudding being savory, that's not a pudding like we would think of like a Jello cup of pudding
Yeah.
type thing. Um, cheese toasty, grilled cheese,
Yeah.
cup of tea. Yeah, I liked this. This was really
This
fun.
was fun. We're going to have to do this with some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is gonna be a new series we're gonna have to do. It's all the
Yeah.
all the.
Oh, there's a game on here.
Oh,
Do
there
you
is.
have on page 11, it talks about pub culture in the
Okay.
UK. And then it says make your own pub names by using your initials below. Okay. So mine would be, let's see, Duck Dirty Goblet is my pub name. Duck Dirty Goblet. That's good.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be
Um,
better as Dirty Duck Goblet.
the bird kettle.
I like that.
That's weird. Um, if we're yeah, the bird kettle. Interesting.
Bird kettle.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. That's what's the only other pub thing I can really think besides drinking is trivia. Is
Hmm.
what I think of when I think
Yeah.
of pubs is trivia,
Hmm.
pub trivia. But
I don't know if that's more common there or not. We have a lot of trivias
yeah,
here.
we do.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, that was fun. So anyway, so the scores. You
Yeah.
gave the banana toffee and the shortbread a 5. I
Yes,
did
I liked
not.
both of those.
I did not give anything a 5. My highest was 4.5 for the wine gummies.
Okay,
Um,
those were good.
my lowest was the banana toffee, which I gave a 1,
Hmm.
and your lowest
Yeah.
was the millions, which you gave a 2. So there you go,
Hmm.
folks. Here's
Yeah.
the layout. If I remember to put it in as a graphic to tell you what we actually how we actually
Yeah.
ranked these, but um, yeah, that was
I
fun.
highly recommend this though. This was fun. So
Yeah.
we'll have to do another one. They do other countries. So this is Universal Yums. If anyone else wants to try it and let us know what you think of these.
Yes.
It was pretty cheap on Amazon too. It was like, what was it,
And
20,
if
20
it's like
bucks?
25
Something?
bucks or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you're British, let us know what you think about these things, or
Yeah.
American versus British food or whatever, or
Hmm.
American versus British culture, like what you've thought of for the difference if you're living in
Hmm.
one place or the other and from the other, one from one or the other. Um, I will say that
Yeah.
it would be probably better if we were in one place and could share these, because now I've just got a bunch of random things that I probably won't eat.
Yeah. You can save the banana toffee for me because that'll stay good
Will
when I
it?
see you next, maybe.
Will it stay good?
Maybe. I don't
Hmm.
know.
I was gonna throw it in the trash almost immediately after this because it was that bad.
And I loved it. I had like more pieces as we were
Oh, it
talking.
was so bad, so bad. Anyway,
Well, we'll have to do this again. We'll
yeah,
choose another country and do it
we'll
again.
choose another country.
Mhm.
I didn't. Did you have a fun fact? I didn't think of a fun fact for this. Do we have a fun fact for this? We doing fun facts? We just gonna skip fun facts this week?
Yeah, I
Can
don't
we
have a fun fact.
can we come up with fun facts? I
Because
don't
we
know.
kind of talked about it along the
Yeah,
way.
we've just been talking
Like the
about stuff
different
along the way.
things that are
So
different.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is our last episode for 2024, and
Yay.
we have something special planned next week, because next week is our 100th episode. 100 episodes, which
Yay.
is hard to believe, but we're gonna have some fun with it. We've got a couple special things planned, so we hope you guys will join us for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and we will talk to you for again our 100th episode in the new year 2025.
Yay. Bye.